We begin with new developments in a story we've been following all day. We now know the name of the suspect linked to the shooting death of a Houston fire arson investigator. Hello, I'm Keith Garvin in for Chris Gutierrez.
And I'm Dominique Saxa. Police have identified the suspect as 30-year-old Joshua De La Creta. The suspect was found dead after the shooting, which took the life of arson investigator Lemuel Bruce. This is a picture of him and the arson squad taken about 4 hours before the shooting.
This all happened at 3:30 this morning on Sea Mist Drive and West 18th Street in Northwest Houston when Bruce was looking into recent car fires in that area. Channel 2's Jonathan Martinez now live in that neighborhood with the very latest. Jonathan.
Yeah, guys, and tonight the city continues to mourn the loss of that fallen arson investigator. He was shot and killed following a chase. It ended just behind us here very early this morning. New tonight, we are learning more about the suspect involved. Hours after the deadly shooting of HFD arson investigator Lemuel Bruce, Houston police have identified the suspect in the case as 30-year-old Joshua De La Creta. According to authorities, Bruce and his fellow arson investigators were looking into a recent rash of arson fires between the Heights and the Timber Grove area early Friday morning. Around 3:30, authorities say investigator Bruce spotted a car that matched the description of a suspect that they were looking into and gave chase.
He was in constant communication with his other teammates, and at some point there was an exchange of gunfire and our investigator was shot.
The chase and subsequent gunfire ended here in the 2100 block of West 18th Street, startling neighbors in the area.
My daughter ran out of the bedroom and said that she heard a big crash and a bunch of gunshots.
Police say investigator Bruce was shot multiple times and later died from his injuries. Authorities also saying De La Creta was killed from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. Earlier in the day and for hours, several police surrounded De La Creta's home and talked with relatives as they conducted their investigation. Although lots of details in the case continue to be pieced together, the community mourns the loss of investigator Bruce, who leaves behind a wife and 2 young children.
This is a terrible incident. In the history of the Houston Fire Department, we have never had an investigator shot in line of duty.
And this evening, condolences continue to pour in for that fallen arson investigator. We've got many of them listed for you on our website at click2houston.com. Details on a memorial service are pending. Reporting live tonight from Northwest Houston, I'm Jonathan Martinez, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Jonathan, thank you. And last